Cry. Alrighty. We ready to go? Ready to train? With train or something? Dude, this game is pretty damn good. Pretty freaking good. We're gonna load it up. Right meow. Right meow. Choot choot, get on this train. Hey, Grab, what's going on? How's everybody doing? Are we riding on the techno train? Yeah. Were you able to get an upgraded engine yesterday? I can couple the engines together, Jim. But we're gonna try to spring for another locomotive today. You slept in for like 2 hours. That's not. Oh, have we derailed again? Hey, still never derailed. This railroad has been accident free for 1 day. We've been accident free for one day. All right. Where's all my stuff? Oh, it's not persistent. Oh. That's lame. Yeah, well, hey, still counts. Inventory, toothbrush, coffee mug. I'm a little bummed that it's not persistent. That kind of sucks. You know what? We'll take the laptop today too, and yeah, the pen. There we go. This has been requisitioned. I don't think we can move the pen. This is nice. Wait, why is the power still on? Someone's been messing around with Babe Ruth. There we go. Hot plate. Pot on there. There we go. There we go. And as always, coffee mug. Put the pen over there. There we go. Someone went in and snatched all my stuff, man. There should be a follow-up job on the table to haul those cars somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah, yes, here we go. Safety first. I'm not stealing. I'm requisitioning it for the company. There we go. Safety first. There's only one thief. Everyone else is just trying to get their stuff back. What? Shut up. You know what? This calculator's mine now, too. There. Yeah, what are you going to say to that? I'll take some paper. I don't know why. There we go. Hey, there we go, you little meat. It's not a klepto simulator, you jerk. I need this for my workplace. I need to learn how to read. If I ask what the paper's for, it's for writing out the manifesto of trains. It's for writing out the manifest. Oh, comma, oh. It's for the TPS cover sheet. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. How much money do we have? Oh. Hello. Hey, the Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a tremendous success for humanity and have brought about the most peaceful times. What? What? Shut up. Alright, so should we get a logistics haul? Here, somebody disorganized it. You know, they were probably listening to the radio while I was fouling it. So I should be able to listen to the radio while I'm collating, and I don't see why I can't listen to the radio at a reasonable volume from 9 to 11. Set the building on fire. So these are all the jobs that we need here. Excuse me, senor. May I speak to you, please? I ordered a Mai Tai and you brought me a pina colada and I said no salt. No salt. I called the Board of Health and have this place condemned. I'm sorry for drinking all your MD voltage. Your cousin and I bonded over it. You know that was a gift from a viewer, right? You didn't know that because when I told you, you ignored it and drank it anyway. What is this? I don't want that. Bed. Thanks. Now I feel bad. Do you have any change? Ah, no, I feel bad. Safety first, chat. Or something. Hour 85 and Babe Ruth doing. See, we named this locomotive Ocho Cinco. It's Spanish for 8-5. This one is named Babe Ruth. Because 3. Got it from some girl. Baby Ruth. Safety, you're wearing a Ford cap. Oh, yeah, sorry. Here, let me just introduce you to all the safe Scottish automobile manufacturers. Oh, wait, there isn't any. Weird, Tessa, right? Huh, funny. The king of clout. The Colossus of clout. The great Bambino. What's the relation between a baseball player and a 3? Think about it. Oh, I thought you said the great Bambi. That stupid deer? Miff, what's up, dude? So I learned recently that the ECU in a Honda is adaptive. Just put a new catback on it, and on first start it sounded like a fart can, and after that, the car tuned the metallic rasp away, which is good. Oh, that's cool, sweet potato. Neat. What game is this? This is Derail Valley. It's like American Truck Simulator with a sprinkle of summer car over it. Tessa, no one cares. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, chat. You never go wrong. Alright. I'm wondering if we should get that logistics haul. How much cash do we have? 29 G's. The logistics haul 1 might not be the worst idea, because then we can start doing big stuff. Oh, hey. Kind of want the DE6. What is this, sweet potato? It's a download. Don't you know how to embed, man? What's wrong with you? Max, 68-month resub. I mean, yes, I'm here for the morning office space quotes. I can't view it, dude. Alright, let's see what we got. Why does it do that? Stop it. Can we get the DM3? No. Get the haul and you get the money for it faster. Yeah, I'm just not entirely sure. Oh! I'm just not entirely sure that, words. The locomotives can do it. I don't think the Babe can do it, but, we'll see. What pays? That freight haul right there. Harbor and town. 900 tons. I'm not sure we can do that with the locomotives we have. Steel mill, food factory, or town. Empty cars. That's $6 grand. That's peanuts, dude. Load and prepare a train with steel rails for departure. How do I embed a Discord link? I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, 21 G's for a shunting job is not too bad. I'll just imager it. Sounds good, man. Sweet. I can't take a downloaded video and put it on this screen, dude, because it's a different computer. I can't just drag and drop. This screen is different than what chat is on, dude. Get the DE6 and do big jobs. That's what I'm thinking, dudes. I want the DE6, and then we can really start making money. Let's take this. 3 pickups. Load and prepare a train with steel rails for departure. 156 minutes for the job. Following cars are on B7S. 219, 837, 290. Huh. It's poopy and raining. Hold on. Gotta get your 8 hours of sleep. Safety first. Or something. No, in Discord, Jordis. Alright. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7S. 219, 837, and 290. Okay, 457. There. Alright, let's see what we got. Ah, much better. Let's see what we got here, dude. Still got a little bit of rasp on the top end, dude, but that's no bad. That's not bad at all. That's no bad. 290. 837. 219. 802 on A3S. And then load them on 7. Okay. I don't have a clip of how it is now yet. I was gonna say it's a little... Okay, that was pre-tuned. I was gonna say a little raspy on the top end, dude. Jeb, thanks for the raid. Okay, we're going over here. A3S 802. Oh, okay. Not bad. I mean, we could do that, Tessa. Sure. Alright. Let's turn the locos on here. Nice that you also play Derail Valley in school. You love it. Yeah, dude, it's a good game. Okay. Let's go down here. Verify we're powered. Pneumatics are good. And we're coupled. We're uncoupled from over here. Perfect. Let's make sure the handbrake is on that. Yep. Did you steal that laptop? I requisitioned it from the business. Okay, put the train in drive. Gotta release the brakes. Release the brakes from this one. There we go. Need to leave. Have a nice stream. All right, Jebs. See you, buddy. Jebs, thanks for the raid, buddy. I appreciate it. Were you? Yeah. All right. You're out, dude. I won't ask 20 questions, but I'll see you, man. Thank you very much. Grab that, grab that. Okay, we're good. Switches are set. I guess you're liking this game. Pretty fun, Mercs. Yeah, it does. I mean, these two actually, the two switchers actually coupled together is pretty good. But it'd be nicer to have one locomotive.
Discovery, going throttle.
Panther. What's up, buddy? I like trains. Dude, me too. Together. Get the pneumatics rolling here. There we go. Car's handbrake is off. Make sure we're not coupled over here. Nope, we are not. All right. One car ready to go. I like turtles. Yeah, me too, man. Okay, put the train in drive. Laptop's good. I think it might be dead. All the choo-choo. With the third, I reckon you could pull 600 tons. I'm not sure what the tractive effort on this thing is, dude. Or, no, that's not the right way to say that. I'm not sure how much this can pull. But if we get 200 Gs, which we should be able to crank that out in a couple of hours, we get 200 Gs, Shouldn't be an issue. One DE2 can haul 400 tons on most of the map. So we have 800 tons of tractive effort right now? That I keep calling it that. That's not the right way to say that. So that can pull 800 tons. Those two? Put it in reverse. Take the brakes off. Up the pneumatics. That's unlocked. Let me just verify that these are the right ones. So we have 457 as the lead car. 219, 837, 290. 290, 837, 219. Verified. Make sure we have that uncoupled. Make sure we undo that there. Not like you're paying for the fuel, so use as many as you can. Tessa, I'd rather put the simulation to the test. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm wondering if splitting up the locomotives across the train means that you could pull more instead of just like putting one locomotive up at the front or coupling all your locomotives up at the front. I wonder if we could do tractive effort like that. I mean, it wouldn't be able to hook the locomotives together, but I'm really wondering if it'll make it easier and you'll use less fuel going over the hill. Okay, put in the train and drive. Just out of curiosity, you know. I don't necessarily want to push her in a puller, Panta. Having a lot of weight over the rear of the train. Think snap oversteer, but with trains. Yeah, you do not want a lot of weight on the back of the train like that. You're bunching up the cars that way if you're going down a hill. It's better to have it kind of slight bias towards the front, like 60-40 bias towards the front. You do not want a lot of weight on the rear of a train. And Sweet Potato, you probably know this, Mr. JDM over there. You probably know this. SW20 MR2s, Porsches, same idea. That can happen to trains. And if that happens to trains, it's a lot worse than snap oversteer. Yeah, that's really not a good thing. Basically, think of the train like a chain, right? And if you pull the chain tight, it gets strong. It's very strong. But if you pull it too tight, it'll snap, right? But if you bunch the chain up, it's just gonna... Why do you think most train crashes, if you look at like a train wreck, it looks like a chain that's been bunched up? There you go. We choo-choo now? Yes, you have to... There, SKS, we have mandatory chugga-duggas that are in effect. You have to have at least 3 chugga-chuggas before you choo-choo. The train's front-wheel drive is better. All-wheel drive is better. All-wheel drive with a slight bias towards the front. Think Subaru. I'm serious. That's the most stable design for a train. I'm not even kidding. What game is this? Amira, this is Derail Valley. It's a train simulator. A really, really good one at that. I'm thinking Acura SH all-wheel drive. Your Honda Weeb is showing, sweet potato, but I also do agree with you. I really wish Honda took SH all-wheel drive and put it in something that's useful to us. You know what I'm saying? There you go, SKS. Jaggy Type S, yeah. That would be useful. It's Derail Valley is the name of the game, Boxer Snake. Honda is an old person's car? That's weird. Yeah, sweet potato, don't listen to Tessa. He doesn't know anything. Please be patient. He has Scottishism. Why is the train called Derail Valley? Or why is the game called Derail Valley? Aren't you supposed to derail the train? Jens, it's me. You know me. What do I mean by that? I mean, dude, since when do I do what the game tells me to do? Screw that. I'll figure out my own way to play it and have fun with it. What's the work order say? A3S. That's 7L. That's the loading track. Three S is on the left-hand side, I think. That's the Toyota Camry over here, Tessa, which is interesting. Oh, nope, wrong track. Okay, switch gear, forward. Hey, Bird Dog, what's up, dude? That's a tier 256, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, dude. It's important to always close the doors or you're doing it for realism. Flight Sim, the sound changes. Good sound production. Hey, Manic. 5-month resub. Yeah, dude, the game is really well made. They just came out with this. The developers of this game just released the simulator update that really redid a lot of the physics in the game and made it a lot more realistic. And Guys, it's realistic enough where I jumped in and I knew what I was doing, and yeah, pretty good. And trains fly off the tracks if you go around a corner too quickly. The simulation is quite good, actually. I have not had a high-speed derailment. No. Oh, we're just a little ways short. Yeah, see that? That won't end well. The first bogey will go right and the second bogey will go left. Ask me how I know. But the Civic's supposed to be bland. It's in its name, Tessa. I actually don't like how the Civics are flashy, dude. I don't like that. I want a like a old like what is it, like an EK Civi hatch, dude. EK Civi Type R. I'd drive that. That's a killer daily driver. Fun car to drive, really good balance, and you get like 30 miles to the gallon. EK9, EG6, the one, it's the one from Initial D, all right. The yellow one with the black hood. That's what I'm talking about right there. See, that's my style. That's when I owned Hondas Sweet Potato. These are the Hondas from my era, from when I was a kid. Those are cool cars, man. Civi hatch, dude. I remember, dude, you know what's messed up, Sweet? My math teacher had one of these. Actually, it wasn't an EG6. My math teacher had a Civi hatch, and I was like, dude, you gotta make it go fast. And he's like, I'm a math teacher, EJ. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it was the style before the EG6. But either way, yeah, those are cool cars, man. Fun to drive. Very fun to drive. You have Kyle from Boosted Boys living a few miles up the road from you now. Oh, word. That and the EK9 were the last of the Type R's to you. Yeah. How do you know what your teacher had? I don't know what any... Snickers, I have car ADD and car radar. It's built in, man. Just like I have airplane radar and spacecraft radar. It's all built in, man. Cardar. Yeah, Cardar. Do you have Velorail lines in the U.S.? Abandoned rail line where you put sort of wagons on which we pedal to move forward? No, they make them into bicycle paths. I think that Ford stopping not making cars anymore, Tessa, is a costly mistake. Seriously, if Ford made an electric Mondeo, they would literally, Tessa, they would literally sell bajillions of them. Just an electric Mondeo. Nothing else. Just take the motor out, put an electric motor in. Done. Are there only small trains in this game? It's how you start out, Alexis. You start with shunting trains, and then you can move to bigger consists later. Yo, Jimmy, what's good, man? 17-month resub. Yeah, there's even steam locomotives and stuff. What I'm doing here is trying to keep costs down by using 2 switchers. Yeah, Rothman, I don't understand why that's such a hard thing to do. An electric estate, man? Okay. I noticed that you guys have Mondeo wagons, though. We don't have those here. Did you see the Camaros going all electric in 2024? What? You keep costs down by having 2 engines. Fish, on paper, if you're comparing dollars to donuts here, no, absolutely not. This is not very efficient, but the license costs a lot of money for a locomotive that would substitute these 2. So I'm keeping the costs down for now. Yo, Ivan, what's good? Had a lot of fun playing this yesterday, dude. It scratches the logistics itch very, very well. Hook up the pneumatics. Today is Friday in California. Shoot! A3S 802. It's looking for 802. Are we not on A3S? Hold on. Oh. Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on here. Have you gotten the remote controller for your shunting jobs yet? Negative. Handbrake is on. Handbrake off. Handbrake is released. Yeah, Fish, it's the licensing that's keeping this cheap right now. The licensing for the locomotive I want is 200 grand. I have 9. Okay, release the track brakes. Even in France, you start to see pickups now. Alexis, there's nothing wrong with pickup trucks, all right? Take that American stigma that you have for pickup trucks and throw it out the window. They're useful. They're great vehicles. Very, very useful. You spend all your money on A4 paper and hot plates? No, that is not true. Yeah, test something like that. I requisitioned it from work. Yeah, but it pollutes a lot. Gene, here's the thing. You don't know anything about pickup trucks, do you? If you need to haul around 250 or 2,500 kilos, yeah, how you're gonna pollute no matter what. Pickup trucks nowadays have 4-bangers in them. They have turbo 4-bangers and they make just as much power, dude. All good. Can we talk about K-trucks and why they're simply the coolest? I do like K-trucks. Sweet, don't tell anybody. Mr. Big Pickup Truck Man over here. I do like K-trucks. 8-ton trucks are cool, man. I actually kind of like mini trucks, too. we gotta load this onto 7L right here. Yeah, Tessa, I can't fit in a cappuccino. I can't fit. It would be like when Jeremy Clarkson was trying to drive around the Miata. His face is above the windshield. Yeah, I can't fit in a cappuccino. That's not happening. What is this? A car for ants! Small trucks are nice, like the Hilux, but anything bigger is pointless. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Alexis. Sure, absolutely. Dude, you guys need mini trucks. You guys need Ford Rangers and Tacomas and stuff like that. Like my 250, that would have. I don't think that's useful in France. I don't think that you would have any use for that. Your neighbor has a Beat? Oh, dude, old school. Well, not old school necessarily, tiny. Okay. F-150. Yeah, you need a Ranger. Rangers, quarter-ton trucks. So trucks that are good. What's quarter-ton in kilograms? Trucks that are good for moving around like 500 pounds in the bed. So that's like 250 kilos, something like that. Like small trucks. I mean, a Transit is just a covered flatbed anyway, so. Looting is fine when it's hauling more stuff. I mean, Panta, do you want to move object from point A to point B? You're gonna need a certain amount of energy. There's no getting around that. The Land Rovers are cool. I like Land Rovers too. Things like the Renault Master flatbed and clones are way more common. Alexis, I'll admit, when I was in the Netherlands, and I know that isn't France, I get it. When I was in the Netherlands, I saw somebody driving around a Ram 1500, so a Dodge version of a half-ton truck, so like 1,000 kilogram payload capacity. I saw somebody driving that around, and I got really confused. It looked very out of place. I'm like, what the heck? Why would you have that? I mean, I don't hate it, but that's really weird. Yeah, Tessa. Not Tessa. Panta. Yeah, I know. It's funny. You want to move that over here? You either move it by freaking carry it on your back, or put it in something that does it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like this train. They don't have things to move in Europe. They use the trucks for that. They use diesel trucks. Saw a Ram 3500 in Strasbourg the other day. I just laughed a bit. It's certainly something. Oop. Okay. Where's all the bullet train quotes? All people want is SUVs and crossovers. Dude, that's what they want here. It's gross. You need SUVs. It's not an SUV. It's just a freaking station wagon with a higher ride height. Can't stand those things, man. All right. Where does this work order call?
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Load on Bravo 60. Okay. Move the train into drive. Are you a Thomas or you a Diesel? We've had a diesel running up and down this train, causing all sorts of problems. It's like Thomas says, it's simple, it's better. Tessa, there's a reason why all my cars are old. Love them. Actually, I hadn't ran Freb in a couple of days, so you got to keep the gas moving through the carb, or else the ethanol will destroy it. So I started and I have it idle to charge the battery and stuff. You know, if I haven't driven it in a little while, and turned the key, started right up. Tessa's a bloody diesel. You're a diesel. Talon, your thoughts on this quote-unquote Ford with an 86er? What's that, dude? What? It's a cab over, Mr. Thu. The engine is in the trunk. So, you know, you guys, we joke about safety, you know, but I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think this is very smart. That bow right there, that you know, that little the little bend thing that's going on there. Yeah, and there's a considerable amount of weight beyond the rear wheels. I don't think, yeah. No, nope. No, we don't need to do that. You can, Chris, absolutely. Like, what happens when that thing turns a corner? Final destination, indeed. Can you show me when you have a chance where to go and how to do it? Yeah, sure, Chris. Chris, like, okay, bear with me here. What are we talking about specifically? Do you want to know how to read the pieces of paper? Do you want to know what that means? It looks like spaghetti when you first look at it, but it makes sense if you kind of stare at it long enough, I guess, if that makes sense. How to find the trains to own. Well, you work for a railroad, so you don't really own the trains. You start with this DE2 locomotive. The DE2 locomotive is just a switcher. That's what you're licensed for to start. So you want to take shunting jobs. Shut up! So you want to take a shunting job. Get this and grab shunting jobs, and then you need to go to the railroad house where I stole all that stuff from. I mean, requisitioned it. And you can unlock new licenses if you make money. And that'll unlock other locomotives for you to be able to use. I need a crash course in signs by the track. So speed limit, in this case that's the speed limit for the left switch and the speed limit for the right switch. Right here, that shows which way the switch is being thrown. These signs that are down below the speed limit usually tell you what your grade is. So what's grade? It's a percentage of distance that you go over a certain... the grade is a percentage that's derived from the slope of the track. In American units, it's how many feet you go up every 1 foot. Trains don't like going up hills. You really have to pay attention to these. So that's a 0.3% grade. Pretty dang flat. That right there is a Y. It's a Y. No, not the letter. It is the letter, but it's also not the letter. A Y is a three-way intersection for trains. So if we go to look at like the world map, that's a Y. The Y that we're near is the one that's just south of the steel mill, SM for short. That is a Y. That's the indicator for a Y. The indicator for a Y is a Y. That's the grade on the Y. That's the speed limit. And I think that one shows its level. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that one is. It's spelled W-Y-E. So let me go to my work order. My work order calls for these cars to be on Bravo 6 Oscar, B60. So we gotta throw this switch so it goes straight. I guess T intersections are bad for trains. Yeah. Isn't 0.3 the distance? It might be, Gene. I'm still mostly trying to understand the signs myself, but if I make a mistake, let me know. The number of the Y junction sign is distance. Okay. So that's 300 meters away. All right, and then grade is down the bottom. Got it. Was getting confused there for a second. He wants me to put this on 6-0. So these are your track number indicators. It's looking for B60, but the problem here is that there's already a lot of stuff on this track. Here, hang on. Jerem, I know I passed it. I gotta, we might have to move these consists around. What is it when you see an upward or downward triangle instead of numbers? Downhill or uphill? I think. I'm not sure we'll be able to... How do you work out the speed limit? So if it says 5 rappel, that's 50 kilometers an hour. If it says 6, that's 60, 7 is 70. Just add a 0 to the end of the number and that's your speed limit. Yeah, I got you, man. Like him. Like it. Ding. Yes, you do, Jens. It does, doesn't it? Yeah. The shunting jobs are the low-level jobs right now. I don't know if we can fit all these cars on here. It wants them on B60, dude, but I'm not sure we can fit all of them on there. Train brakes right there. That's the engine's independent brakes. That's your throttle. That's your transmission. The transmission, because we're using electric motors for drive, only has 2 speeds. Forward and reverse. That's it. And then neutral is in the center. That's neutral. That's drive. That's reverse. That's your throttle. So that's the gas pedal, basically. And then lights, windshield wipers, cabin fan. My favorite. Hey, what's up, Doom? Steam engine is a grin from ear to ear. I'm a little ways out from that, but yeah. Have you tried this in VR? No.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Sneaky! I'ma just steal your attention for a bit if you don't mind. 59-month resub at tier 2. 59. I like that number. Alright, we're gonna have to shunt this whole thing down a little ways.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey Nick, 34-month resub. Put it in drive. Gotta be very careful here. This is a lot of stuff to move. That's what I said, Doom. Everyone was like, it's nothing like MSC. I'm like, okay. And Doom, I haven't derailed nothing. I have MU, Sneaky, yeah. Just a heads up. Dude, what do you got for me? Standard practice would be to leave the angle cock open on the car so it dumps into emergency when you cut it off so it's more secure. Plus, it's one less thing to open if you tie into those cars later. Do the job right. This thing? I wonder if these have their pneumatic tanks modeled. Are the tanks in here? Yep, they're there. Wait, what's that? What's that lever do? Hold on. Dude, what is this? It looks like it's going to a diaphragm or something. It's the bleed rod. It'll drain the tank. It will drain. It will drain the tank, yeah, okay. And Thu, I'm guessing you want to bleed these things out when you park them, right? You don't want these having compressed air in them. Oh yeah, Sneaky, the simulation in this thing is dope. Nah, it's fine. Okay. So Thu, I have an idiot question. What's the difference between just leaving that ball valve open at the front of the train versus the bleed? What is the applicative difference there? Like, what's the difference between doing that versus pulling that lever? Don't they do the same thing? Plant. Bleed releases the brakes, leaving the cock open when you cut off. Sets emergency brakes up. When you say release the brakes, don't you need pressure in this for the brakes to disengage? They do the opposite of each other. And, okay. The handle brings air into the system. I know, Doom, I understand. But I'm a little bit confused. When you cut off and it's open, air vents from the brake pipe, causing the air in the car's reservoir to go into the brake cylinder, thus pressurizing it and pushing the brake onto the wheels. Okay. Interesting. I need to understand. I'm getting confused somewhere. Alright, let me look at the diagram here. How goes the training? Great, great. The Westinghouse system uses air pressure to charge air reservoirs tanks on each car. Full air pressure causes the car to release the brakes. A subsequent reduction or loss of air pressure causes each car to apply its brakes using the compressed air stored in its reservoirs. Oh, you cut this out, it applies the brakes. Ah, okay. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Yeah. But it uses the reservoir. But I thought you needed pressure to release the brakes. That's where I'm getting confused. Hey, Spoon. This is the locomotive. We're talking about down here. Yeah, I got you. This is the pneumatic system. It's driven off of a pump that's on the engine. In this particular case, it uses a pump that's driven by exhaust heat from the boiler. This would be on a steam engine. Alright. Hang on 1 second. I just want to make sure I know this cold, dude. And I want to turn this job in to get the time bonus. You ever play Space Engineers? I have played it, Willie, yeah. I didn't play it much on stream, dude. Increasing pressure in the brake pipe greater than that of the car's reservoir brake cylinder causes the car control valve to move over, recharging the reservoir and allowing air to vent from the cylinder, releasing the brakes. So, Thu, am I understanding this correctly, that it's not just about like having zero pressure or no pressure, it's having differential pressure? That's what disengages the brakes? It's just a pressure difference, not necessarily the absence of pressure. Okay, I got you. Hang on 1 second. Let me just look at this again. Did I hear a train question? Mile, okay. Yeah, dude, absolutely, and I'm actually super happy you're here. And Thu's been helping me. He's in your line of work too, from what I understand. That's why the mechanical brake is important. If you were to leave the wagons, the cylinders would equalize and would no longer apply the brakes. It's the parking brake. I got you. In lieu of somebody stepping on the brake pedal, I get it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I understand this. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Check this out. Look at this patent here, just on a quick side note. Modern trains rely on a fail-safe air brake system that's based upon a design by Westinghouse on April 13th, 1869. Westinghouse Air Brake Company. WABC, still around. Wabco, still around. It's still a thing. That's how relevant that was. Check this out. Founded in September of 1869. Crazy, right? Wabco is still around, dude. Can you imagine thinking this up in 1869? That's pretty frigging impressive, actually. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty smart, dude. You know, we talk about all these companies like Bendix and, you know, all these other crazy companies that had these awesome innovations, like, you know, Edison with the light bulb or Bendix with like a starter motor or something. And you know, oh, they're all defunct or they got acquired. No, Westinghouse Air Brake Company's still around. Literally almost 200 years old. That's nuts. Classic business, too. Do one thing extremely well. Geniuses are found and paid well. Hey. Westinghouse was a pretty damn smart dude. Oh, and he's got some very, very nice chops. Look at the dude. You wish you could do that. That's very nice. Very nice. I read that Westinghouse was a really good dude too.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Yeah, man. It's Westinghouse is 154 years old. Oh gosh. This man breaks. Dude.
Ah, bully! Bully! Well, after this, we could all go for a nice pheasant hunt. Ha 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 ha!
What a Chad. Holy balls. What? Wait. No. The third rail is Westinghouse too. Oh my goodness. This guy's a freaking genius, dude. You know, I knew the name, but, you know, you look at all this stuff. Elevator. Literally elevators? Okay. Yep. Electric railway elevators, more electric railway, elastic fluid turbines, gearing, grain and seed winnowers. Wow. Bro. Improvement in fluid pressure brake apparatus. What a freaking G, dude. You know what's kind of crazy? This style is kind of back in. The chops, man. That's like actually a thing now, but hipsters have it, so it's not as nearly as cool. Nice house. Very nice. Very nice. Smart, man. Anyway. My style is back, and if only the genius was. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Thu, Mile. Help me out here. So, the cars have a reservoir. That's our pneumatic reservoir. There's the pneumatic cylinder, and that's linked to the brakes, right? The brakes are right there, and these brakes are applied. I wonder if it's animated. So, what does the bleed do? The bleed bleeds air out. It bleeds air out of the reservoir, right? And into the cylinder? Is that what that does? I mean, it looks like it's modeled like it does. It's because it's attached to a pneumatic pipe right to the cylinder. It bleeds air out of the cylinder. Okay. That's the pneumatic cylinder right there. It's just a diaphragm, which is interesting. You have a similar diaphragm on your automobile. Power brakes. Pneumatic diaphragm. Looks exactly like that. Fun fact. So this bleeds out of the cylinder. So if you're bleeding air out of the cylinder, that bleed applies the brakes, correct? If you pull it really hard, it drains the reservoir too. It'll release the brakes. Why would dropping the pressure in the cylinder release the brakes? Because they need if they have no pressure, they attach. Okay. No. No. The brakes need pressure to apply. Hang on. Okay, I think I figured out where I'm getting confused. fellas, okay, help me out here. You need pressure to release the brakes, right? But the fail-safe pneumatic system is not necessarily the pneumatic system that applies the brakes, right? Train brakes are not intuitive. No, Miff, I got that. I understand that part. It drains... Okay. There's a spring on one side of the brake piston and a diaphragm on the other. When you take away the pressure, the spring automatically releases them. Sorry, should have let you finish. Oh, okay, Garage. No, it's all good. It's all good. I like... See, dude, if you don't know me, dudes... I like to learn. I like to learn how this stuff works. One, it'll make me not crash a little bit better. Just that much better. And two, it's cool to learn. This is really interesting, man. Like, dude, somebody thought of this basically coming out of the U.S. Civil War. That's nuts. This is really smart stuff. So, okay. Why would we want to release the brakes with the bleed air? And if you're okay, this is where I'm getting confused. And this is one of those things where I'm just being, my brain isn't clicking. There's a spring on one side of the brake piston and a diaphragm on the other. When you take away the pressure, the spring automatically releases them. Hence, pulling the bleed rod releases pressure on the cylinder and lets the spring do its work. So the spring will release the brakes. It's for yard crew to move cars around without having to air up the train. Okay. All right, that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, I understand the application. So, that bleed allows you to release the brakes without pneumatic pressure, correct? Okay, so there's two different, not necessarily two different systems, but I was confused there for a second because I'm like, well, if you remove the air out of the system, don't the brakes apply? But it's a little more complicated than that. There's two things going on here. The car control valves sometimes stick in the applied position for not moving the cars around without brakes. It's not used in regular service. Okay. So you can manually release. That's a manual release on the brakes right there. Got it. That's a manual release for when you're moving cars around. You can alleviate the pneumatic pressure in the cylinder, and a spring in the diaphragm will manually release the brakes. Okay, it'll use spring force to manually release the brakes. That's where I was getting confused. Because I thought that it's just, if you have pneumatic pressure, the brakes will never come, the brakes will always stay open. But that's not necessarily the case. You can have pneumatic pressure. If you bleed it out of the cylinder, you can release the brakes with pneumatic pressure. Yeah? When a train lands in a yard to be broken up, Carmen will drive it and pull all the bleed rods so a yard crew can come and do their work quickly. Okay. So this is more for the yard workers, and this is more for the mainline service. So, going back to this system is, if we do that and we bleed out all the air, we let all the air out. So yeah, okay, Mile, I get it. It's not a twofold system because I'm sure it's all working symbiotically, right? But there's control systems that are in here for yard work and primary control systems for mainline work. Okay, so you have like a secondary control system here that works as a backup, right? And a mechanical brake system. Okay, I think I got it. So through, and he's not wrong, right? Thu was telling me to leave that open. To leave it open. That's how you do it if you were bringing this thing in from the main line. You leave this open. So it would bleed the air out of this line. You'd get the air out of this line. And Mile, my question was, well, how is that different than this? Doesn't that bleed the air out of the line? Well, no, not necessarily. That's where I was getting confused. This is a system for pressurization. That's a system for manual brake release, which also happens to use the pneumatics in the system. Got it. No, Aqualex, I got the failsafe. I got the failsafe part. I understand that. Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's the part that I knew. What I didn't know is that there is a way to override the pneumatic failsafe system right there. That's the pneumatic failsafe override. So what you'd want to do is drain the pneumatics out, and then this alleviates pressure in the cylinder. This will drain the pneumatic on the tank, right? That drains the cylinder, and then a spring will override the pneumatic, will basically work in lieu of the pneumatic force. Okay, I get it. Cylinder bleed, tank bleed for the most part. But if you pull that hard enough, it also bleeds the tank. See? Now I understand. That makes more sense. Got it. Hey, the money to build the second rail tunnel under the Hudson River just got approved. Neat. Cool. That's the main air supply signaling line for the whole train. Yeah, Mile, I understood that part. The bleed thing was confusing me. Because my original question for Thu was, well, if I just open that, doesn't that bleed the entire system? That already bleeds the air out. Why do you need another bleed system? But that's for the cylinder, which makes way more sense. Because you're still going to get pneumatic pressure behind the diaphragm. Makes perfect sense to me. I get it now. On trucks, there's a device called the brake chamber. It's a spring-loaded diaphragm with a rod on the low pressure side. With the air on the high pressure side, the spring punches the rod, and that turns into a spring-loaded cam that actuates the brake shoes. Yeah, trucks work similar to this, guys. Trucks work similar to this, and I'll bet you a truck has something like this on it. I'll bet you it does. Actually, I'll bet you a trailer. If I'm understanding this correctly, a truck has the trailer probably has a bleed valve on it. Hi, what am I watching? Wormsoft. This is Derail Valley. It's a game where you operate trains. I'm just thinking about the principles of operation of this rail car. Enlighten. I had a science teacher in high school who was excited to learn and teach. He was a great teacher. You have the same energy, and it makes learning beside you interesting as well. Well, Enlighten, my entire career as a streamer was using Kerbal to teach people about rockets. That's what I usually do. But I also have a real soft spot for trains. I really like trains. Trains are awesome. You know what the best is? You know what the best thing is? Trains that move rockets. Like that one. Or that one. Or that one. That's very nice. I like that. And you know, people that are coming here from the train, that know train lingo, everybody that, here, hang on. Everybody that comes in here that doesn't know train lingo, I have to explain what the hell that means. It makes for a very interesting conversation. Trucks don't have a way to override the brake without applying air pressure to the line. Well, yeah, Shy, I'm talking about trailers. Trailers probably have a bleed on them. Servant you retired engineer? Hell yeah, man. Trains are cool, dude. I've loved trains since I was like 4. I still have all my model railroading sets, dude. What does it mean? Okay, so we'll have that conversation. So if anybody here knows and understands trains, look at how many bogies that car has. What does the extra bogies tell you? I don't know, Hellfish. It's very strange. Never not hump. Well, the extra bogies tell you that it's heavy. It is very heavy. So what this is carrying is an SRB segment. It's a solid rocket booster segment. They take segments of, there's 5 segments of SRBs that NASA uses on their rockets, and they have the first segment, they stack them on top of each other, and they bolt them together. They are sealed with O-rings. Yes, if you don't know too much about, yes, those O-rings. They make sure they work nowadays, but anyway, it's heavy and it explodes. This thing explodes very easily. It's an SRB. It's supposed to explode. That's its point. That's its purpose. It's the SRB's whole purpose in life is to explode. But the purpose is to explode out the bottom, not out the sides. I don't think I need to tell you why something as heavy as this and something as explosive as this shouldn't be freewheeling down a railroad track. Now, for the space people, freight trains have something called a hump yard, or freight yards have something called a hump yard. Hump yards are a sorting mechanism for railroad cars, basically. There's a hump yard right there. That's a good picture of one. So at the tall end of the yard, you have a hill, okay? And then you have, right, up at the top, nowadays you have a RFID scanner, and you have a decoupler up here. So basically what you do is you have a full freight train, and that freight train needs to be sorted, right? The RFID will tag the car, and a computer will basically throw the switches to which line you need to go on. So all you really need to do is just back the train up. And at the top end of the yard, there's a hill, right? And the car will separate, and the switches will throw, and it'll go down, and it'll automatically sort. Hump yards have been a thing for a long time. It's a sorting mechanism, like an abacus for trains almost. Now, what that involves is, one, scanning the car, uncoupling it, and then basically having it freewheel down the line. Do I need to mention why that's a bad idea? To do that with a, like, 500,000 pound rocket booster? Probably not a good idea to freewheel that thing. Yeah, that's why it says do not hump on the side. Also, humping it probably could make friction. Friction makes heat. Heat ignites SRB fuel. You probably don't want to do that either. Just saying. Drop one of those off in a hump yard. It's the last hump you'll ever do. Bingo. So yeah, this is what I like doing, guys. We play the game, but we also learn. There are breaks in the hump yard. That's the breaks. No humping. Final warning. Don't let the dogs near it. Yeah, good call. In the States, there are hump yards that go on for miles. Like out in the middle of the United States, there are gigantic yards. They're huge. They're called retarders. Thanks, Serpent Bird. It's basically an external brake on the system. Retarder is the term. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, watching hump yards sort cars is some weird ASMR stuff, guys. Seriously, like, if there was like a live stream of a hump yard and it was just sorting cars, I'd watch that all day. It's very strange. Indeed, the trailer does have a dump valve, and it does exactly what you think it does. Hey, Sawyer. Thanks, man. So we don't just drive the trains in this game. We learn how the damn trains work, too. I think that's really important. And it helps you play the game better. You know? We kind of need that. Oh. Sawyer, you messed up at work today. I replaced an evaporator about a month ago and accidentally left the passenger side drain hose off. Now the floorboard is full of about a half foot of water. Good times. Just read the instructions, homie. Virtual field trip to a hump yard. Maybe. Same types of brakes that are used on roller coasters for the most part. Yeah. Is there a hump yard near you? Not really, drummer. No. There's only small yards up in the Northeast. The big yards are out in, like, Nebraska. Like, UP has North Platte, which is the biggest freight yard on the planet. It's gigantic. It has 2 hump yards built into it. It's one of the worst jobs on the railway, too. Working down in the bowl of a hump yard at nighttime, hearing them boom around you. Yeah, I don't want that. No, we got some time. Call them up and see if you give them a tour. Yeah. Dude, actually, how cool would it be to live stream shunter, like a locomotive shunter, building a damn freight train? That would probably be cool, but I know that a lot of railways have OPSEC, dude. They don't want to show people what they're moving around. Yeah, so, I mean, we'll ooh, lightning. What are you addicted for the most out of this update? Jigsy, I just like doing the jobs. I like the logistics optimization. Finding the quickest way to do something is really scratches the niche. You should see the railway security videos we have to watch. Yeah, Mr. Thu, I figured that one out. We've tried to do this before. Railways have really tight security, like really tight security in this day and age. They don't want people knocking over a train. Not physically, like they don't want people, you know, stealing stuff from the yard. You don't want to show what's in the freight yard. Nobody wants to show that, which might make it a little bit difficult, but who knows? Yeah, there you go, Sawyer. You dodged a bullet. Yeah, Mr. Thu. Yeah, it's post 9/11. Dude, I remember one time, dude, my dad and I were... So when I was younger, I didn't want to watch Barney and Friends or anything. All I wanted to do was go to a freight yard and literally watch the trains go around and build freight trains. This is like 4 or 5-year-old EJ at best. So my dad used to drive me to the yards out in Framingham, Mass. It's called Nevin's Yard. It's in downtown Framingham. If you know the area, you probably know. Nevin's Yard, right? And one time we parked, and we parked in like the employee area, right? Like we pulled into the yard and parked, right? This was like in probably the mid 90s, like 95 or 96, something like that. And we accidentally parked on like yard property. And one of the guys that was shunting locomotives that day came and said, "Hey, you can't park here. This, you can't park here. This is for the yard only." And my dad talked to the guy, and he's like, "Dude, damn." He goes, "We're not trying to park here. We want to watch the trains." And the guy was like, "Oh, really?" And he was like, "Yeah. My son just wants to watch the trains." And the guy was like, "Ah, sweet, come with me." The guy led us up into the locomotive, and we were in the cab as he was building a freight train. It was if I'm remembering right, it's probably like a GP38, Conrail GP38, something like that. It was just a small locomotive. But yeah, this is like 5-6-year-old EJ sitting in the cab of the locomotive, freaking watching the guy assemble the damn train. Different times, Yeah, I've never told that story on stream. Yeah, it was really cool. And then the guy gave me a swag bag, Conrail swag bag. I don't know where that is, but I've loved Conrail ever since. Yeah, it was really awesome. Are trains the gold standard on cargo transportation? Trains are super efficient, Wormsoft. They're super efficient. Very, very, very effective application of energy. They're very efficient for moving stuff around. That explains a lot. That's why, to this day, I still like Conrail trains, because that one dude from Conrail freaking... He's like, "You can't park here." Oh, you want to see the train move? Oh, yeah, no, I can do that. You can park there. That's fine. It was cool, man. Different times, though. Different times, man. Yeah. I don't know if we want to do anything out in the rain. Maybe we'll take another shunting job. I don't want to do this in a thunderstorm. Yeah, Conrail got absorbed by CSX now, Surfing Bird. All I see is CSX. But then again, so I used to live, when I was growing up, I lived near the Framingham Worcester line. It's the line that basically goes out of downtown Boston and it goes to Buffalo. Yeah, it goes basically all the way to Buffalo, and then it splits and does other things from there. I used to live near that, so I used to see CSX trains all the time, but CSX doesn't bring freight that far into Boston anymore, so it's all passenger service. Beyond anything up to Nevin's Yard, from Framingham to Boston, it's all passenger. That's all MBTA. CSX is like, yeah, we don't need that no more. So they sold the tracks from Framingham into Boston. But yeah, I don't really see much freight anymore, dude. It's more passenger service, but where I live down on Cape Cod, there's like no trains, dude. Kind of sucks. There's the Cape Cod Railroad, which is pretty cool, but it's a scenic railroad. It's not like actually line service, Around 2005, when I was around that same age, I got to do something similar at a GM yard like that. Some cool folks got me into trade. Trains are awesome, dude. For a while, though, we were doing 15,000-foot double stack containers and a couple of locos. Very efficient. Trains can move around thousands of tons for very little energy usage, guys. And this is another thing to learn about trains. So trains have metal rails. Everyone knows this. Metal rails. Metal rails, metal wheels. Not a lot of friction going on here. There's not a lot of friction. Train cars can roll forever. They have very low rolling resistance. There's not a lot of resistance here. So gravity is pushing down on this thing, right? Gravity's pushing down on the wheel, obviously. But the thing can roll for an extremely long time because there's not a lot of friction with metal on metal contact. And don't get me wrong, it will make friction. That's why wheel slip is a bad thing with trains. Lightning. But that's what makes trains really efficient. The fact that they're rolling on rails. Metal wheel on a metal track. Very low friction. There's not much movement. I mean, there's not much resistance, excuse me. Compare that to a rubber tire on a road. There's a lot more resistance there. Heck, you let your foot off the gas on a car, you'll feel it. You'll feel it slowing down. I mean, that's aerodynamics. Aerodynamic resistance has a lot to do with that too, but the rolling resistance is way lower. So trains can end up pulling a lot of stuff with very little effort. Now, I say little effort, that's not really how that works, but basically you can have a small locomotive with a diesel engine that pulls an insanely long train and it'll do it. But here's the thing. That's simultaneously the thing that makes the train super, super useful, but it also makes it really dangerous. It makes it really dangerous because you can't stop very quickly because you don't make a lot of traction here. The way that they make up for that is by making engines really, really heavy. The engines are super freaking heavy. So they have what's called tractive effort. Lightning. They have what's called tractive effort. Tractive effort is basically the force that the wheel pushes on the rail with. More tractive effort means you can get better traction, which means you can pull more. So trains end up being super efficient for moving a lot of cargo over land over long distances. So we should replace the road with steel panels and our tiles with steel wheels. I don't think we should do that, Boxer. That's probably not going to end well. But, yeah, that's simultaneously what makes the train so good, but that's also why this game is called Derail Valley, because it's very easy to have this system run away from you. Very easy. You gotta be careful. And the AC traction motors these days are incredible versus the old DCs. For real. Alright. I was in the control tower of a train terminal in my hometown when I was a kid in high school. That's cool, man. Trains are cool, dude. I love all the avenues of transportation that we have. It makes me happy. Oh. Oh, we have to pay the fees. How much money do we have? 42? Should we bring the locomotives over to maintenance to avoid the fees? Serpentbird, your longest train was 2 miles long with 5 locomotives. That's killer, dude. Just checked out the yard in North Platte. It looks really cool. Would be worth a visit if you're around. Yeah. Citru, it's huge. Frickin' thing is gigantic. Do you have manual service? Yeah, I do. I do have manual service, Travis. Let's do that now. Let me, I'm gonna release the manual brakes on the locomotive. On both locomotives. I've been using these two locomotives. They're engine number 3. I call that one Babe Ruth. That was Babe Ruth's number. And this is Ocho Cinco. Babe Ruth and Ocho Cinco have been the locomotives that I've been using the most. Ocho Cinco is Spanish for the Ocho Cinco. Alright, so we have manual brakes off, so we'll deadhead 85 and we'll use 3 to move this thing into the service bay. So let's flip the cab light on. No, electrics, cab light, dash lights. Let's get the fan going. Probably should get the windshield wipers going today. There we go. Alright. Starter is on. Traction motor circuit is on. Yeah, there you go, Hellfish, right? Ochenta y cinco. I know. 8. Yeah, ocho cinco is 8.5. Just like literally saying 8.5. 85 is different. Yeah, that's right. The laptop doesn't do anything. I stole it from the rail. I requisitioned it from the rail office. Gotta have coffee. Gotta have paper and pen and safety first. Alright, so... Okay, brakes are off. Reverser is in the forward position. 2 honks for forward. Manual brakes released. Hold on. Release the manual brakes over here. We don't need starter traction motors here, just that. We don't need to run this thing, but the engines are linked, so. Have you overheated the traction motor yet? Yeah, I did it once by trying to dynamically brake with this thing, and it didn't work very well. 2 honks for forward. Turn on the brights. Yeah, that'd be cool. I wouldn't think that engine is big enough for dynamic braking. No, it's not. It's not. I tried to run the motor in reverse to slow down faster. We generated a lot of energy really quick. Does that help? Coming to a level crossing. Gotta... Fellas, how much is it for... How many honks for a level crossing? Is it 3? 3 long ones? I forget. Yeah. 3 long, short, and long. It's 2 long, 1 short, 1 long. 2 long, 1 short, so we go... There we go. That's our level crossing honk. And it's 3 short for reverse, 2 short for forward, right? Gonna do this right, man. Just ring the bell before you move. This one doesn't have a bell. Release the train brakes, set the reverser forward. Did you see the radio tool has an LED in it? I didn't see that. That's cool though. So I'm taking the engines over to maintenance here. Just got to keep switching to the left. In the middle of the night.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
I'm working on it, Gom. I'm trying to save money by maintaining the trains myself. There's the service shack. Alright, I don't know how to use this thing, so we're gonna have to figure that one out. Can you service the 2 locomotives? I tell you what, I do service 2 locomotives at the same time. Oh, that noise. Oh, that's cool. Hey, we need fresh pots. It's the windshield wipers. When you have the windshield wipers on, when it's dry, they make weird noises. How much fuel does 85 have? One side. Wait. Do we have like a fuel cross feed here, or am I just stupid? If you have it set to 85, I'm really confused. Oh, hey, we know what that does. Cool. Hey, get back here. I don't understand why hooking up to 3 topped 85 off with fuel. But I won't ask questions. I had this thing set to service 85 first, and then I hooked up the fuel to 3 and filled it up, and it filled up 85. Yeah, that's strange. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good trick to know. I mean, does it matter which order you fill up? No. Drummer, what I'm saying is that I filled up 85 by attaching the fuel here, setting that to 85, even though this is 3, and hitting the fill up button, and it filled up that locomotive. So unless we have some kind of fuel crossfeed line here, which I'm pretty sure we don't, yeah. we broke it. But not really, but yes. All right. You have to get a license for the data connection, Flykin, but yes. Alright, let's grab another job here in a moment. We'll sleep, get it to daytime. Fuel cutoff? That second loco wasn't on, Kith. I want to get D6 today. That's what I want. We need 200 grand. We have 36. We could get the DM3 right now if we want. DM3 is that locomotive that's over there. It's on the turntable. Environmental fees. What's the jobs? What pays? We need money. That's a shunting job. Load and prepare a train with steel rails for departure. Show me the money! Jerry, didn't make you feel good just to say that? Say it with me. What pays? What pays? Steel mill to harbor in town. That's a huge consist, but 45 Gs. I think that's too much for our double switchers. Can we... Do we have enough to get that the DE2? Or the DE3? I'm pretty sure we do. Or DM... This one. Oh, we have enough. Congratulations, you're still my age. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, yeah. Check that the DM3 has the blue hookup. Okay. I'll check it when I'm driving it around. Oh, yeah. Wait, why does it have a... Why does it have a connecting rod? Fuses. This has gears? Oh, reset the damn tutorial. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, I left a flat car on here the other night, so that is a strange one. I'm sure I can figure it out, Eraser. The tutorial was wanting me to go forward in the locomotive, but you know, there's that whole, you know, rails not being there. You know, that kind of want the rails to be on, you know, in front of the train. Yeah, kind of wish I didn't buy that. That thing's a pain in the butt. I can already see it. You got a 2-speed transmission. There's that deuce and a half just chilling over there. It's weird. It's great for hauling, though. We'll use that one for hauling, but I need to get that flat car off of there. So we'll do that today. We'll do that now. We'll shunt the flat car onto a different line. I put it there because I needed to move it out the way to get another consist. Just push the car off and have to pay for that? No, no, no. Balls. Tessa, look what you made me do. See if we can pull it back onto the tracks. Or we can just do what Tessa said and just do that. That works too. This is fine. Come on! I hate the slack car. The slack car gave me problems last night too. Maybe bringing it off the turntable will reset it. Hold on, let's see. Let's just move slow. This thing. Alright, we're gonna have to re-rail it, which kind of sucks. That is the closest thing I've gotten to a derail. 500 bucks. That sucks. Oh well. Charge it to Tessa? Oh yeah. We should, shouldn't we? Nope. Nope. Gotta find an empty track here. Five S is open. How do I tell if the handbrake is on a train car is on? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Right is the brake. Right is engaging the brake. Left disengages. Wish we didn't slam the door every time. That would be really nice. automatics. Put the mechanical brake on the car. Does the train show sand being dumped? I'm not sure if there's an animation for it, but there's a gauge for the sander. If that helps. I'll take noises you don't want to hear for 5,000. Yeah, Spoon, you know what? It was. What does the sander do? Malone, it prevents your train from doing a burnout with the wheels. The sander gives you traction. If you're pulling something heavy and you need to get going, you drop sand in front of the wheels, and the sand in between the metal wheel and the metal track will prevent the wheels from slipping. Water. Oh, for the steam locomotive. And coal. Nice. What's L000? Oh, it's the other locomotive. Crap. It's the, yeah. Alright. Well, we don't need to do that just yet. Alright, let's pick something. Actually, if we want to get the big loco out, it might be better to put these in the maintenance shed. For now. Or we could just keep using 3 and 85. I like 3 and 85. They're easy locomotives to drive. We can link the small boys together. Sneaky. Yeah, and that should give us enough tractive effort for moving stuff. Alright. Where are we hauling, dudes? What are we gonna do? Use the new one? Alright. How much can that thing pull? Damn, dude. New loco can pull 500. $7L is the loading line. I'm not sure we should do that. I'll put these back on the line for the maintenance track.
at
Train my
throttle.
vans. What's up, Ren? 67 months, dude. Thank you. You want to see me overcome a challenge? All right.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Matic, 2-month resub. Kick, you watched Unstoppable? Gotta keep the maintenance record. It's important. Okay. Okay, let's see what Balls Ott here is gonna do. Balls. This is Balls 0. Alright, so electrics are on. Dash lights. Cab light. Okay. Oh, okay, drummer. Good to know. Alright. Okay, set the reverser into the zeroed position. Oh, it's got a Jake brake. Yeah, this is a mechanical drive locomotive, guys, so we have a Jake brake, which is cool. Okay, that's your master brake. Okay, independent brakes on the locomotive are there. So we have A and B. If you didn't know, you can push the turntable by hand. Okay. run against it. Oh, okay. Take all 3 for extra tractive effort. Yeah, but trying to operate those and this is not going to work very well because this is a mechanical. Guys, the diesel is geared. This works like a car. The diesel motor is geared to the wheels. It's not using a traction motor, which is very surprising. Yeah, there's no clutch on it. I noticed that. So we have a 6-speed transmission here? Is that what I'm seeing? Low A, mid A, high A. Low B, mid B, high B. Yeah, it'd be 3 times 3. It's a 9-speed because we have 2 gearboxes with 3 speeds on them. So 3 times 3 is 9. You can change the configuration. So that's first, second, third. Or no. That's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8. Yeah, no, wait, I'm confused. No, it's complicated. Watch it. Nah, I'll figure it out. Screw that. This is like an old school semi truck, dude. I can figure it out by watching the tack. I'm not worried about it. Alright, let's go find a job. Yeah, so... Yeah, I got it. I got it. No, it's not like an old truck. I mean, yeah, it is. Old trucks do stuff like that. They have weird combinations of gearboxes, dude. Like old trucks. If you have like a 2-speed rear end on an old semi, it works like that. You have to control the gearing on the rear end and the gearing on the transmission. So you have 2 levers. Alright. The 45 grand one, this thing, that's 900 tons. I don't know if we can move that. I don't think we can do that one. City Southwest, logistical haul delivery order. The switchers might be able to do that. City Southwest. Yeah, we'll try this one. Train length. Frick. You need long 2 for that. Oops. Deliver steel slabs, 216 tons to goods factory in town. $13 Gs. I'm just thinking what I want. Machine factory. That's all the way over there. All right. Deliver steel rails. It's on B40. You take 2 contracts at the same time at the same destination. Yeah, but we'd need a locomotive to do it. Consist is set up from the shunting thing that I did before, so all the cars are here and ready to go. Last, okay. You watching today's SpaceX launch from Vandenberg? Yeah. We'll switch to the launch soon. If we were on, there would have to be a clutch on that train in order to have the brake engage and stop the engine running because no brake. I don't know fully how that locomotive works, Flykin. I don't know why it doesn't have a clutch. Could have a fluid coupling, and in which case you wouldn't need a clutch. A fluid coupling will work. But yeah, I don't know, man. I literally, you've seen me figure this out as we go, so I don't know anything about this. What is a fluid coupling? A torque converter. Blew the engine. Money shift, baby. cool. What are you doing today? Yes. No, I downshifted. We downshifted into first, and it broke it. Jet, I have come to the conclusion that this thing sucks. Mr. McKittrick, after the conclusion, I've come to the conclusion that your new locomotive sucks. You made the drummer upset. Yeah, whatever. Give me my switchers back. I hate that thing. What's the learning curve for this? If you don't know much about trains, yeah, it's definitely going to take a second. Can you just leave the doors open and then you hear the engine noise all day? What happens if you derail? Cost you money? Oh, yeah, man, for sure.
Going throttle up.
Hey, Flippy, 65 months. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna dump this down at the tutorial yard. Screw this thing. Just pretend we opened the window, Sneaky, okay? Switcher locomotives are better. They're easier to control. I don't know if you can kill the battery, Malone. Yeah, I don't see any voltage indicators on here, except for the traction motor ammeter, but yeah, I don't know. Alright. How big is this thing? Let's see. 500 tons. That's asking a lot for the switchers. We're gonna have to split the consist again. That's what I'm gonna do. That'll help. Oop, nope. $400 tons each. I wouldn't do that, O-Force, no. Unless you wanted subtractive effort, but it'd be hard to control all the locomotives all at once. trying to think of the best way to do this. Because we gotta go straight ahead, but I don't want to push either. DM3 is so good. Yeah, I didn't have much effort with that, or much luck with that thing. Alright, I'm out back to work. No blowing up any other trains. Yeah. I got an idea, Tessa. There's a Y down there. We'll do that way. System is repressurized. Aren't these two cars near not part of the consist you're taking? $646, 202, 603. 090, 767, 817, 337, 076, and then the Devil's car. Oh, he stopped dying. Yeah. The pneumatic system is potent. The valves control the pneumatic system. It's the brakes. Alright, let's move out. Don't forget to hook up. Hook up what? What are you talking about? car with the handbrake on. I just inspected every car, man. What do you, when you said, are these the right cars? I looked through every car. What do you think? I was just matching the numbers? I looked at the handbrakes, dude. We're good. E9I on the harbor. We're moving out. Did you switch the track? No, I didn't. I was thinking about further down. Whoopsies. There's no empty sidings, Tessa. I don't know, Astrobrains. I haven't played the game enough to give you that answer.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Where are the G-Tells? Not in the game. We are moving! We are moving! Is there just one engine or are there other models? There's other models. I broke the new one. How did you break the new one? Money shift. I money shifted it. I was basically in 5th gear and I shifted it into 1st gear, and I didn't like that. So I parked it on an abandoned siding down there. And yeah, we don't have to see that ever again. Yeah, that other one is like it's a diesel, it's diesel mechanical or diesel hydraulic or something. Yeah, basically the diesel motor drives the wheels. So you have to shift it like a car. Yeah. It's, yeah, dumb. Yeah, who knows how much I'm gonna have to pay for that frickin' stupid thing, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, it's already thrown. Sweet. Turns out a 5.0 doesn't like to rev to 8 grand. Who knew? I know, right? So strange. At least 3 dead crew. You think this thing could hit 90? It could hit 90 if we put the red log in. How's it going? It's going okay. What happens when the red log goes off? Be somewhere else. The Mountain Dew car is really cool all the time. Hey, Antares. No, Tessa, I haven't watched Cleater in a little while, dude. I've been pretty busy. I'll get back into it sooner rather than later. okay, you just need more training. Oh, you got me. SpaceX launch soon. It's at 3:29. If I saw that right. Yep, 3:29. Starlink 513 out of Vandenberg. Flight 12 on 1063. Very, very cool. Yeah, we'll switch to that in a little bit. I'm putting this train through the Y so I can basically turn it around. We backed into the Y, right? And then we're going to flip it and go out the other way. New update. Yes. Okay. Let's head out. We all right, Travis? Come on, baby. Yeah, Travis, you may have been right. Yep. Nope. Not a good idea. We almost made it. But yeah, that's a little steep. What's wrong? The hill's too steep. Intars, we gotta get more momentum. My train's satisfactory can get up that hill. Yeah, no, me too. Yeah, do I think the devs at KSP2 can fix it before Private Division Take-Two pull the plug? Yeah, God News, I'm just going to tell you right now, that's not what's going on, and that's not even the right question to ask. They have the runway, they're in it for the long haul. There's no, oh my god, are they going to pull the plug because the game sucks? That's not, the devs, Nate said several times that that's not what's going on. So, I mean, yes, Geek. Oh boy. Oh boy. How about the big blue diesel? Guys, don't mind Tessa in chat. He suffers from Scotism. Someone from Scotland. Can you split the train into 2 parts? No, we'll get up there and just get a little bit more of a run, dude. Trains don't like going up hills, dudes. You just gotta be patient. You can't force the issue. .4014 could pull this up there pretty much like it was nothing. Can you slap a turbo on it? Oh, yeah. We'll get up there. LS swap trains on a long enough timeline. We really could use that blue log, yeah. For real. I'm just letting it roll so we can get enough of a head start. All right, full pull. Ready? Come on, baby. Steel rails, Mitch. Nice, Drummer. Back down we go. Hey, we're getting more progress every time, though. That's good. That was almost there. Guys, what I think I'm going to do is once we start going up the hill, I'll let the momentum of the train carry it up the hill. Then, when we get near the top and really start to slow down, that's when we'll engage the engine, the motors again, and get it to grip up there. Also, splitting the consist seems to work a lot better. So, putting an engine mid-train, I've had way better experience with that. You have to control one at a time, Geek. You can't double control them like that. They have to be next to each other if you wanted to do that. Hang on one second. Hey guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 sec, dude. I have a delivery. Give me 1 moment. We'll put the... Hey. There we go. And we gave you like 300. Well, yeah. I'll be right back. 1 moment. I don't want to... I just wasted a bunch of time there on our time bonus, but it's okay. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, crap. The launch. Oh, all right. Give me 1 second. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Launch. I'll tell you guys the story later. Let's get to that launch coverage. I'll go back to playing Derail in a second. We got a Starlink mission here that should be ready to go there. Starlink. What is this one? Let's watch a rocket launch, then we'll get back to getting that train working.